So after labeling the patterns, next we want to place them onto the avatar. To place them onto the avatar, first I want to switch the tool to transform pattern tool here. Then I want to expand this 3D window. Simply hover the mouse on top of that center line there and then drag it to the right. And I also want to arrange this pattern a little bit better. Simply come over here to the 3D toolbar and click on this 2D reset arrangement all to reset all the patterns. Next, we want to place them onto the avatar. I will come over here to the vertical toggle menu, click on that, and then click on the show or hide arrangement points. And then I'm going to my key, select these front pattern pieces, and then hover the mouse over on top of the avatar right there. Then click one to place the pattern. After that, I will come over here to the property editor and I want to expand the pattern. Simply click on this offset here and then drag it to the right, okay? Next, I will press on number 8 here to see the back view. After that, I'm going to simply my key select all the back pattern pieces and then come over here and then hover the mouse over one of the point right here and then click one to place the pattern. And I will come over here to the property editor and to offset, click and then drag it to the right. Simply that should be enough. Then I'm going to come over here and hide that show arrangement point once again. And next, we are going to sew the skirt. I can use two tools here, either segment sewing tool or free sewing tool. Or I can use both. I can use free sewing tool for the waistband. Simply click one to start, then click once again to end, then zoom in a little bit. I will press on shift, click to start, click one to start here, and then click it again. Continue clicking, and then click once again to end the sewing. I will do the same here. So simply click one to start, press on shift, and click right here, right here, right here, then right here. So as you can see right here, I only need to sew one side of the back skirt pattern and it affects both because these patterns are linked together. Okay, so after that we will sew the side seam. Simply come over here, click one to start, and then click once again to end, and then come over here, click one to start, and then click one to end. And then after that, I'm going to come over here, click one right here to start, and then click one right here to end, and then come over here, do the same. Be sure to sew from top to bottom or bottom to top so the sewing knot will parallel with each other. Next, the back side of the skirt. So the back side skirt, I will use this segment sewing tool. Simply click on it and then select segment sewing tool. And I'm going to click one right here, then click right here to sew it together. Do the same right here, okay? And I'm going to come down here and do the same right here. After that, we want to sew the waistband together as well. Next, let's go to this edit sewing tool so we can check all the sewing if anything missing. So if I zoom in closely, I see one dot is sewn and the other isn't. So I'm going to sew that dot as well. I will use the segment sewing tool, click on that one side and then connect to the other side to sew them together. After that, I'm going to strengthen these patterns. To strengthen the pattern, I will select the transform pattern tool. My key selects all the pattern pieces, right click, and then I want to select strengthen. After that, I'm going to press on number 2 to see the front view. And I'm going to press on the spacebar or come over here to the simulation icon, click on it to simulate. Okay, I will click it on once again to stop. And this time I'm going to click and drag the skirt up a little bit. And then kind of tilt it down a little bit here. Then I'm going to click on that simulation icon once again to simulate. And then click it once again to stop. Next, we want to fold and sew the skirt hem as well as applying the zipper onto the skirt. Then we also want to create the facing for the skirt. To do that, simply come over here to this 3D window and then go to vertical toggle menu. We want to select show internal lines, okay? Zoom in And then I will use this fold arrangement tool, click on it to select, and then click one on that center line right there. And then I'm going to click and then drag here to fold it in. After that, I will press on number 8 and tilt it over here a little bit and zoom in. I'm going to click once again on that center line and then drag it in. Next, I'm going to come over here and then sew this line together. Simply use the segment sewing tool and then click one to start here, then click once again to sew that together. I will come over here and do the same. Click one to start and then click one right here to sew that together. Next, I'm going to press on the spacebar to simulate, then press it once again to stop. And then we want to sew the zipper here. To sew the zipper, first we have to remove this sewing. To remove the sewing, simply go to this Edit Sewing tool, and I'm going to click one on this sewing, press on the delete or backspace on the keyboard to delete. I will do the same right here. And now I'm going to simulate. Press on the spacebar to simulate and then click it once again to stop. Next, I'm going to kind of tilt the skirt toward me a little bit and then zoom in and then pan it down. Okay, now I'm going to use the zipper tool here in this 3D toolbar. Click on it to select. Then I'm going to click one right there to start and hover the mouse down here. So close to the zipper notch but not touch the zipper notch, okay? And then click on twice to end. I will do the same right here. Click one to start and then click on twice to end. After that, I want to simulate one more time. Press on the spacebar and press it again to stop. So it has a little space between the notches and the zipper. That is perfect. Next, we want to change the zipper size as well as the zipper puller. To do so, I will go to the Select/Smooth tool, click on it to select, then click one on the zipper. After that, I will come to this property editor and scroll down until I see Teach Width. I'm going to type in 0.1, then press on the tab key, and then type in right here, total width. I will type in 0.3 and then press on the tab key. After that, I will come over here and click on the simulation icon to simulate. Okay, and then click it on once again to stop. And I'm going to zoom in a little further here. And I want to click on the zipper puller. Then come to the property editor. I want to change the slider to this one right here. And then scroll back up. I want to change the puller to this one right here. Then after that, I want to change the stopper to close end and top to smallest one. Then we also want to change the bottom to the smallest one as well. After that, I want to change the material. So instead of matte, I will change that to plastic. Okay. Then I'm going to press on the spacebar once again to simulate and press it once again to stop the simulation and click one on the page to deselect. Next, we want to create the facing for the waistband. To create the facing, I will key select both of the waistband, right click, and then I'm going to select layer clone under. Then I'm going to press on shift and then click one here to place the facing. After that, we want to apply the fabrics onto the skirt.